Hi everyone, my name is Paul. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to tell you about the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is written by Robert Kiyosaki. This book has really changed my life because it really changed my mindset about finances and also how to look at things that I used to see as valuable assets, which were not. Like many of you, I thought building wealth is by working hard, climbing up the corporate ladder, and save as much as possible. But despite earning a okay salary, I felt a bit stuck. I felt like, is this something that is going to take many, many years? And at that time, I think I was around 28, 9. So it felt like there's still like 40 years to go. And as I got more and more interested in personal finance, I was very lucky to run into the book Rich Dad Poor Dad from Robert Kiyosaki. That really was an eye opener for me. So you think, what is the biggest lesson out of this book? The biggest lesson out of Kiyosaki's book is that the wealthy people are buying assets that bring them income and cash flow, while the poor and the middle class are spending money on liabilities, which will drain the money out of their wallets and keep them in the rat race. Here's what I did. I cut spending on wasteful things, such as my company car. I gave back my company car, so I didn't have any monthly payments for the car and also no tax ownership of the car. I stopped buying like electronics and newest gadgets because these products are only declining in value over time. And then secondly, I started to build into multiple income streams. So I had my job, which was the main income for me. But additionally to that, I started to buy Google products, which were not sold in the Netherlands, and then resell them in the Netherlands because at that time it was not available in the Netherlands. Also, I rented out my apartment through Airbnb when I moved in with my girlfriend, now wife. So that helped me to increase my income significantly because, apartment in Amsterdam was really hot and still is very hot, but nowadays there are much more regulations around Airbnb. 3, I use leverage to grow wealth. So what I mean with leverage is after a time, I was thinking, okay, it would be interesting to look into rental property. So I looked for the option to refinance my house and use that money to buy an apartment. So with that step, I bought my first rental property. And after that, I thought, hey, this is quite interesting. I might as well just borrow again. So I took a rental mortgage out of the apartment and was planning to buy a second house. But unfortunately, the market in the Netherlands was very hot. So instead, I invested in REITs, which is real estate investment trusts. So these are real estate stocks which pay also a dividend. And these were really hit by the pandemic because a lot of people were very pessimistic about the future of malls, of shops. So I saw this deviation between real estate and REITs. So instead of investing in another apartment in the Netherlands, I invested my money into REITs, which was a really good decision. And after that, I did multiple refinances of my house, which I used to invest in stocks. And that is how I managed to make use of the low interest environment, because at the time when I refinanced the later two mortgages, the interest rates were below 2%. So this is even lower than the inflation rate itself. If you want to follow this path like I did, start here. First, look at your expenses, see how you can reduce your expenses, which can help you increase your saving rate. 2, invest in assets and not just saving. You need to let your money work for you. Just by saving money doesn't work because inflation is likely going to be higher than your interest rate of your savings account, because the inflation rate determines the interest rate on the money market, and that determines what you will receive on your savings account. 3, develop skills that can increase your earning power. And for me, that was learning about finances, and know how I can leverage, but also how I should invest in a very proper way to ensure that I had a high return on my investments. With this video, I want to show you that building wealth is possible even with a 9-to-5 job. I'm not smarter than any of you, but it's very key for you to understand finances and also to take action. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe, and leave in the commentary what actions you are going to take to reach financial freedom.